Welcome to Ask Moms podcast.
Welcome back to Ask Moms with Kim and Kim, the show where we talk parenting, community, and the beautiful chaos behind trying to raise good humans in a very, very busy world. So as we remind everyone, we are not professionals, but we can share our seasoned experience and remind you that you're awesome. If you feel you need professional support, please do not hesitate to reach out to a qualified medical expert. Now, today's episode, we are so happy to be doing.
Yay.
And we think so many moms and honestly families in general need to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about postpartum, but through a different lens than we often hear about. So there's so much focus on the baby after birth, feeding schedules, sleeping, not sleeping, milestones, but not always enough conversation around the healing of the mother. So the physical healing, the emotional healing, nervous system recovery, identity shifts, all of it.
Yeah. And today we're exploring postpartum through the eyes of Ayurveda. So this is an ancient wellness system rooted in balance, nourishment, rest, and caring for the whole person. And we're joined today again by Akansha Singh, who is an Ayurvedic practitioner, helping moms approach postpartum with softness instead of pressure. We're so excited you're here, as always, and we can't wait to learn more about this. Welcome to the show, Akansha.
Thank you so much, Kim, for having me here again. And I'm so excited for today's topic. As you know, I've been into healing mothers and helping them in the journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're the last persons that we think about when it comes to postpartum. And my excitement for them is just beyond.
What you can share, yeah.
Ayurveda is often translated as the science of life, an ancient holistic healing system from India that looks at the whole person, body, mind, emotions, digestion, energy, and environment. In Ayurveda, the first 42 days after childbirth, called Sutika Kala, is considered as an incredibly sacred and at the same time vulnerable window in a woman's life.
Wow.
So the word sacred is very intriguing. Moms experiencing postpartum may be feeling anything but sacred. I don't remember feeling sacred in the slightest at that time. So I felt chaotic, lonely, exhausted, and honestly very overwhelmed. So why are the first 42 days so sacred for new mothers?
Ayurveda recognizes birth as a massive physical and energetic event. It teaches that after delivery, a mother needs deep replenishment, warmth, grounding, nourishment, rest, and support. Not productivity, not bouncing back, not pressure, but healing. Because in the first 72 hours after giving birth, a woman's progesterone level that has been giving her the ability to do everything is coming down. So there's a different change happening in her body, which we don't often look at.
Oh, wow.
No, that makes a lot of sense, though.
Yeah, it's like your happy hormones coming down, like you were high on them.
Yeah.
For the 9 months, they were giving you the sleep. They were able to calm your cortisols down and everything. And suddenly when they're down, you feel that depletion happening even on your tissue level.
And you're not aware of that or expecting that at all. Nobody tells you, oh, this is going to happen.
Absolutely no. I think it's so not talked about. Unhealthy expectations from mothers that, oh, you have to be able to do everything. It's just a part of life. Don't be too dramatic
feel
about
bad
it
if you can't do it.
Exactly. So there's so much changes happening, and not being able to understand it, and the society putting that pressure onto you, that's another kind of depletion, a mental depletion, an emotional depletion that the mother is going through. And we don't realize that the mother is not only giving birth to a child, but the child is also giving birth to a mother, especially the first-time moms.
Well said.
So they need that healing and the care too. It's not about bouncing back. It's about warmth. It's about nourishment. It's about food that helps them.
Oh, I love that. I've never thought of it that way, but yeah.
It's
The baby's giving birth to the mother. The mother's now a mother.
Exactly. And then also, like, when your progesterone, the happy hormone, is dropping down within the first 72 hours, think about it. You're getting nervous because now you don't have something that was in your body for the 9 months helping
Right.
you heal, helping you feel energetic, and you feel like what is going on mentally in your body. Emotionally, you're not able to understand. You're overwhelmed by everything. And we don't have community that is coming to your house anymore to take care of the mother and the baby. I'm sure when you were having your babies, there were your mothers that were in your house helping take care of the baby, and you were not jumping back into the kitchen, or you didn't have that expectation like, oh, I'm going to hit the gym in the 6 weeks and lose the baby fat.
And no instruction manuals. So moms, we don't know what to expect.
No, and then given like, oh, 6 months is your postpartum period, and then you have to come back to work. It takes a woman's body 2 years to fully heal.
Really?
I
Oh my
believe that.
God.
Totally. I was wearing my
2 years.
maternity jeans 9 months later.
Yeah.
Is that emotionally too, or physically?
Emotionally,
physically,
physically,
2 years.
spiritually, 2 years. Every essence of your body is rebuilding because you just came out of the most exhausting period of your life, which is giving birth. The tissues are opening up. The baby was in your stomach feeding, making space. Your organs are coming back into the place. Your hormones are going up and down because you're also breastfeeding some mothers, right? So those are kind of helping you, but not also making you feel exhausted because you're always bending down. You're also thinking, oh, what does my baby need? Oh, am I doing this right? Because there's nobody teaching you anything. And we've just made it like, hey, you're a mother. Congratulations. Now this is expected from you. But no one's telling her like, hey, do you need a moment? Let's sit down.
Not, how are you feeling? How are you doing? What do you need?
I remember when my sister gave birth to my nephew, and everyone was going to see the baby. I walked right to her and I was like, how are you feeling? And in that moment, she felt
That's
so
something you would do, Kim.
acknowledged. Like, baby, yes, I'm excited about my nephew.
Of
But, like,
course.
hey, my sister just came out of this huge labor. Like, I want to check how is she feeling. Does she need something? And then, you know, she's like, I want cold water. And I scolded her. I was like, no, absolutely not. Like, warm water. Like,
Excellent segue, Akansha. In today's world, many mothers don't have big support systems, even little support systems. So what are some realistic postpartum practices that women can still implement without support system?
again, referring back to the first 40 to 42 day period after birth, this is viewed as such a critical healing point. With or without a support system, during this time when the mother's body is depleted and especially sensitive physically and both emotionally, Ayurveda encourages slowing down as much as possible. What does that mean? That means incorporating warm foods, warm baths, warm environments, gentle routine, minimal stress, because you are overstimulated with loud noises and screen times and all of those aspects in our houses. The goal is to help the nervous system settle and restore the energy reserves. It's not about restriction, it's about restoration of the body.
When you say warm foods, warm baths, warm environments, are you talking about actual heat?
Yes, so warm beverage. So when we add the warmth of food, the warmth of easy digestible meals, beverages, like we give boiled water, cool down, but we also add cumin seeds to help with the digestion for the mother. For the first 7 to 8 days, that's the only water she's drinking, not plain tap water. Boiled water with cumin seeds and some ginger to help ignite that digestion fire in the system so that it can be warm and it can help be nourishing. Think about it, our body internally is hot. It's warm. But when we add cold to it, our body is working extra hard to come back to its regular temperature of the body. And our digestion fire is getting weak. And when our digestion fire is weak, we are more subjected to getting diseases in the body because there are toxins that are accumulated. And that's why, regardless of anything, Ayurveda always promote warm, easy, digestible meals.
That sounds so logical.
I haven't had cold water in 5 years. I don't know what that feels meals. Like I can have tap water, but I would still go like on the warmer side, just because my body does not react good to the cold water anymore. So I'm like, I'm not going to have it.
And you see a lot of people drinking ice water nonstop, like just a whole
Yeah.
big glass full of ice cubes with the water.
But that's
nonstop.
making you more thirsty because your body does not require the cold, it requires warm. Unless and until
yeah.
your constitution is hot itself, then we will give you like cooler things, but
Yeah.
not ice cold
Not
water.
ice. We're not meant to be having ice
No.
and ice cold water. What about like popsicles and ice cream, things like that?
Well, technically, those are heating for the body too. In the moment, you'll feel like, yeah, they're cold and you'll get the brain freeze and your body's going to work extra hard. Milk and popsicles, like they will, not popsicles, but milk ice creams, they're actually going to make you much more hot inside the body. So again, your body's going to work extra hard to make it come to the balance. So
Yep.
that's why,
Okay.
like, have you seen like women love eating, or men too, people love eating ice creams in the winter because it will heat you later on. Like in the moment it feels good, but like,
Interesting, yeah.
yeah.
So, and you see, what I've always thought was interesting in Australia, in such hot temperatures, they would stop and they would make hot tea. And I thought, how interesting and intriguing is that? Why wouldn't they just have thermoses of ice cold lemonade, but
Yeah.
always hot tea?
Even in India, like they'll have chai. Like there could be a heat stroke going on,
And you're
they'll-
drinking chai.
Yeah, it's weird. Like
it-
even me now,
Helps cool you.
I don't know how that works, but I've not studied that. There's something. It's like
Well, there's gotta
poison
be
kills
something
poison.
to it. If you're in that kind of environment and you're drinking hot liquids, there's got to be something to it.
So that's
right?
the homeopathic rule, is like cures like.
Yeah, same with Ayurveda, like cures like, for example, like so vata depletion, as we were talking about the postpartum, when there's so much movement in the body happening,
yeah.
when the warmth, because it's so dry and rough,
Yeah.
so we go to the direct opposite. So we give you warm things to bring that nourishment into your body. We add ghee because ghee is known as something that will take the nutrients into the tissue and the cell level of the body, good for nourishment of the whole body. So everything comes at a price. And again, I always like to tell my new mothers, it's not about restrictions, it's about restoration.
Can you give us some examples of realistic postpartum support?
I would say realistic would be start after birth. Really start first incorporating warm, digestible food. Not steaks, not chicken, nothing too heavy because your digestion is so
give us an
slow.
example.
Porridge,
Oh,
oatmeal, rice gruel, soups, lentils.
How long would you do that for?
42 days.
So every meal would be
Warm,
warm.
digestible, no
so
ice
you
cold
could
water.
have oatmeal 3 times a day.
Absolutely.
Now, what about some kind of protein to help build the moms back
You don't
up?
need protein.
No?
It's protein is very new. The word protein, macronutrients, and all of it, if you actually study, and I could be wrong, but to my understanding, it only came in like the 50s and the 60s.
Wow.
Before that, it was not a huge deal. Your body does not, yes, it requires protein, but also you don't need 10 grams of protein every meal. It's your body has to be in that state where it can digest the protein. And in the early stages of a woman, in the first 42 days, the Sutika Kala, or the postpartum healing window, your body is so weak and fragile that it cannot digest the protein as good as it was probably doing it before and after the postpartum period. Again, we're building the digestion fire. We're slowly igniting it. So we're giving you the warmth of things to help you. Protein, if you really want to have it, have warm stews,
Okay,
bone broths.
right.
Really stewed chicken, like really cooking it.
And I think oatmeal, you can also buy oatmeal that has extra protein or extra
Yeah.
iron. Like there's
Yeah,
those soft foods
like
that are.
exactly.
Yeah.
But don't overstimulate your body too, right? Like the more simpler the things are, the more better they are for the first 42 days. Because again, I'm going to put so much emphasis that your digestion is so much more weaker that we don't want to add things that would just linger around in your stomach and bring the digestion fire down.
Okay, so I just had a baby.
Okay.
Let's say. If I came to you, what would you feed me?
So you wake up in the morning, I would first give you warm water. So my water, I'm going to start prepping in thermoses. So I'm going to boil my water and I'm going to add cumin seeds to it, some ginger, which are calming and cooling herbs, but at the same time igniting the digestion fire. If you're making 2 liters of water, I would just add like 3 teaspoons.
Okay.
Like, you don't need too much, just
Yeah.
a little bit of cumin
Just so
seeds.
people understand.
Exactly. And then
Okay.
you would boil it together, cool it, strain it, put it in a thermos so that that whole jar of water is there besides the woman's bed.
So it's like
Besides
healing water.
Exactly.
Drink that anytime?
Anytime.
During the day.
Anytime. Like,
Okay.
rather than having cold water or regular water, she's just having that water
Okay.
to help remove the toxins too, because there are things in your stomach that needs, like, the water needs to be flushed out. Fluid
Amniotic fluid.
in the body that
Say
needs
that 10 times fast.
that needs to be flushed out of the body. So the water is actually helping that flush out.
Okay.
Okay, so the more the water you're drinking, the more you're going to the washroom to relieve yourself, and all of those things are happening. Then I would give her probably in the morning, like, also I'm not giving her heavy fiber food because we don't want her to have loose motions or constipation. So we need it to be really balanced because that's harder. So maybe like the first meal after she wakes up, having her water, whatever she's doing, I would give her probably a soup or a warm bowl of oatmeal. Not with fruits, no, nothing, just cooked light food that her body can digest. I don't like to add bananas to my milk, or bananas and milk, firstly, they don't go together. We'll give her really good nourishing food. I'll probably add some ghee to it or some nuts to it just so that she has something going in her body, and then let her do whatever she's doing throughout the day. And then in the afternoon, I'll give her probably a bowl of khichdi, which is rice and lentils cooked together until they become a stew, with warm spices like ginger, hing, which is asafoetida, that helps with digestion so you don't have gas or bloating. Cumins again, black pepper and salt. So I won't even add green chilies or red chili to her food. No turmeric, no nothing like that. Just like
Nothing spicy.
very nice, very light food.
Bland.
Maybe some turmeric, because again, if she's breastfeeding, you have to remember whatever she's eating is also going towards the baby. Then coming to the evening, if she likes tea, she can still have tea. And then at night, we'll give her soup, light food. And then when she sleeps, I will give her a warm glass of saffron milk with turmeric in it and some spices to help her sleep,
Yum.
but also nourish, and adding ghee to that milk. So again, going back to every single meal is nourishing.
And you're lowering the cortisol levels too
Exactly.
before bed.
Exactly.
So for the better sleep until you have to wake
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
But even then, you're not awake. Like, the whole thing is we're regulating the nervous system back.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, the other thing is, as women, like, we're becoming independent, and it's hard for us to ask for help. And I think it's so important. If you're struggling, ask for help. Ask someone to hold a baby, and it's
Yes.
perfectly fine.
It's not a sign of weakness, it's a
No.
sign of strength.
Exactly, because I like to tell my clients, new moms or postpartum moms, that think of it, you cannot give from an empty cup. You need to fill your cup before pouring into your babies.
Yeah.
So if you haven't slept for 4 days, proper sleep, and you just need an hour nap, and there's someone else who can take care of the baby,
Yes.
call them.
Please.
Ask them to help. Ask
Yeah.
your moms to come to your home, your
Please,
sisters,
yeah.
your husband's family, your partner's family, whoever it is. Ask them to come to support you.
Yeah.
Get doulas. Doulas would come to your house, and they will clean and cook you meals while you take care of the baby, because the first 42 days, like we say in Ayurveda, you're not even supposed to meet outsiders
Really?
that don't live with you, because it's such a sacred time.
Wow.
And we don't want bacteria or anything coming into that space, because
Yeah.
you're vulnerable, your baby is vulnerable. So we just want to keep that baby and everything so solid and so pious and away from the bacteria. It becomes also important for you to limit the overstimulation, so the loud noises, the loud colors, TV,
Really?
radios, anything that is going to overstimulate you, because again, we're trying to regulate the nervous system too after the progesterone drop. The dopamine needs to come to its level, the adrenals needs to come to their levels. All of
So
this
much.
like chemistry in the brain is going on that we don't talk about it. Creating routines that are comforting than being rigid. So it could be as simple as, the husband massaging the wife's feet at
Yeah.
night before she sleeps, and her massaging the husband's feet before they go to bed to help calm down. It could be as simple as massaging the baby throughout the day, because that also helps nourish the baby's bones and makes them stronger, and the blood circulation. All of that is happening. So it's not just a moment of connection, it's also helping each other support and become stronger.
I like that. And plus, the baby also has just had quite a journey too for their little bodies.
There's such great practices that we
Oh
need
my
to get
gosh,
back
it
into.
could just go on forever. What could be some of the long-term effects of not properly supporting a mother or yourself if you don't have support? in postpartum.
The body remembers. The body needs healing. And when you're burnt out, you feel exhausted. Like the postpartum depression is a huge thing.
Yes.
And people don't realize it. It's not that the mothers don't love their babies. It's they're exhausted
They're
mentally.
overwhelmed.
They're overwhelmed.
Mhm.
So there is a love, but there's guilt. There is peace, but there is also something that's ruining that peace. So there's the conflict that's going on in her mind. And that is perfectly normal for a person. Even if you have support, like those emotions are normal because they're also taking a toll on you. So what can you do for yourself in that? Like, I feel the body will remember that it was not fully cured, and you will feel that depletion at any level, and maybe till you grow old. So postpartum window, I don't think that it's only the first 42 days. It's not just the fourth trimester. It could be to a mother who's 42 years old, but she never got the care and the love that she needed at the time to protect her, to
Wow.
give it to her. So her body will keep those emotions inside of her, and she can feel that pain. So what can we do then? Like, are there groups that we can form for mothers to come and talk to support each other, more holistic practitioners who can help those doulas, midwives, and doctors about understanding the anatomy of the body and understanding the emotions. Again, coming back to, as Kim made this point earlier, that Ayurveda is not just about physical body, it's emotional, mental, and spiritual. So all
Holistic.
whole
exactly.
For moms listening who may be in postpartum right now or not even realize they are, maybe overwhelmed, emotional, exhausted, what would you want them to know?
You're not meant to do this alone. Second, healing takes time. Third, and the most important, small acts of care count.
And so, to every mom listening, whether you gave birth 6 weeks ago or 16 years ago, we see you. This is an anonymous quote that applies because I like my quotes.
Yeah.
You're not a bad mother because you struggled. You are a human mother with real emotions. Remember that. Don't be
Yeah.
so hard on yourself, right?
Yes.
Yes. Well
So
said, Kim.
Take care of yourselves the same way you care for everybody else, even if it's only one tiny moment at a time.
Perfect.
You're going to make me cry.
And moms, please take care out there. And to all our Ask Moms listeners, thank you for taking the time to join us today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much, Akansha, for being our guest again.
Thank you.
And for Ayurvedic support, please reach out to Akansha Singh of Nirva, Nirvah Beauty at www.nirvabeauty.ca or call
647-469-9405.
Perfect. And to comment on today's episode, or if you have topics you'd like Ask Moms to research, please connect with us at askmomstoday@gmail.com. You can find us on YouTube, but also on Hunters Bay Radio, 88.7 on the dial, or www.muskokaradio.com. That's a mouthful, eh? As always, we hope we've helped you feel empowered, heard, and supported. And please remember, moms, dads, and kids, we know you do your best, and you're not alone. So until next time, please take care of yourself and others when you can.
You've got this.